Yeah, y'all, I'm so pumped up. This is so impromptu, but I was like, you know what? I gotta come here. I gotta talk about this. I gotta tell somebody to tell somebody that could tell somebody that could tell somebody. All right. Hold on. Let me get all look. Let me get all my stuff together. Let me get all my stuff together over here. Over here. Let me mute all this. And what's today? Today is Tuesday. Okay. Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday and I'm not playing. So I was like, yeah, let me get on here. Tell y'all about this good news that your girl, you understand? Let me see what is going on. Jeff Moore. Hey, Jeff. Y'all, today, God got all the victory, okay? God got all the victory today. Do you hear me? I won. I won. I won. Let me tell y'all. Finally, I can talk about it. Oh my God, y'all gotta say hi to me. Y'all get here. I can see y'all coming in. But I won. These court documents, I won. I won. I'm so excited. Oh, hold on. Let me get this down there. I won. All right. Listen. Hey, Corey. Yes, thank you. And this is why I say it is important for you to fight for you. I don't care who or what or where or what you think you're going to do. You have to fight for you. Okay? You have to fight for you. All right? And I'm going to tell y'all about what happened to me today. So this morning I had court this morning. This has been a long journey. For some of y'all know it. Y'all know about this. Some of y'all don't. Your girl was hit with what? Cease and desist and everything. All right. I was hit with everything because she did not want me to talk about it. She did not want me to talk about this. She was trying to silence my voice. And it was cool. And I am so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. I am going to sit here and I'm going to tell y'all about the process a little bit. But I got to get to this. I got to get to this win. I got to get to this win. How y'all at? I don't know if y'all at work or where y'all at. This might be a little bit to get you through your lunch break or whatever it can be, but we won. And I say we because we are, CCS is a part of me, okay? And I went to court today after being, unjust and just mistreated, used and abused. You know what I'm saying? I was used and abused. This lady had taken me through the ringer. You understand? She took me through the ringer. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube story, and you're not subscribed to YouTube, I tell you, go over there. I document my life. This was the first time where I don't even want to say I was silenced, but I was silenced, because of course it was just like a warning she gave, when she hit me. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything because I don't think I have any moderators or anything here because this was so impromptu. And I was like, I'm so excited. I have to come here and talk about it because it can help somebody, especially like people who are renting and stuff like that. Stop letting, the overall message in this is stop letting people have you in living conditions that aren't acceptable or that you wouldn't live in just because you have to live there. See, people try to treat you any kind of way when they think you don't have no options. So let's let that sink in. People will treat you any kind of way when they don't think you have any options, right? All right, so here we go. Like I said, I see you. Hey. So, as y'all know, I've been going back and forth with this lady since October of 2023. I moved into this house. The house was horrible. I'm not about to go into those details. You can go over to the YouTube channel and you can get in there and get all the details. I got everything in there. I printed out like pictures. I will show you all the pictures and stuff because even though the pictures is on there, whatever. So during this process, she had hit me with a cease and desist because she went and she watched my YouTube stuff, right? She can't tell me she didn't because she wouldn't have hit me with the whole cease and desist, be quiet, y'all. And the judge, listen, I was so good. that my witness ain't even have to testify. Woo! You hear me? I was so good that my witness didn't have to testify. She did. Let me say she did, and I said she would. Which one? Oh yeah, you did. You definitely did say she was gonna go look at it. She did. She was pissed. You know, like I don't know if people want people to know their business, but my witness is actually watching right now. Okay. So y'all see this? Your girl was an attorney today. You see the little exhibit 1, exhibit 2? Yeah. Stop playing with me. Right? So I was living in this place for less than 30 days. Needless to say, she was a slumlord. She didn't want to fix anything in the unit, and the unit had mold in it. So now since I won, I'm gonna talk about it. Since I won, I'm gonna talk about it. She ain't want me to talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it now. So she wait, this is the first one. So the unit had mold, had all these issues in there. I was gonna get everything fixed in the unit. She didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do that. So when it came time for y'all, when I was trying to get in contact with this lady just to see if we could come to a solution before, going any further, because I already knew that I was going to take her to court at the end. I was going to take her to court. That's what we was doing, okay? Like I told y'all, don't nobody got time. I don't be out here fighting no more. I done already beat enough people up to prove that. I ain't got time for that. I'm going to take you to court, mess up your record, file some good charges, and move on. And you be stuck there while I'm in Hollywood, okay? So, and God does everything for a reason, and he prepared me for this moment. And when I say he prepared me for this moment is because I also have a background in property management. So because I also have a background in property management, it's only so many things and so much. What you chewing on? It's only so much that landlords and properties and stuff is only going to be able to do to me. So if you are a renter or something like that, or even if you just need to go to court, I recommend you pay attention to the knowledge that I'm going to be giving to you right now. Because I do everything myself. When it came time to go to court for my baby daddy, and he showed up with a lawyer and he did all that extra stuff, I showed up with me and I did it on him. Put your number 2s in the ad if you did it on him. All right? And y'all understand? I'm 2 for 2 right now. When I go to court, I'm 2 for 2. And I'm very, very proud of that. So I have a history in property management. So like I said, I knew it was different things that she would or she wouldn't be able to do. So she had taken my security deposit, right? Everything is facts here. I don't know. My puppy is doing. Come here. He trying to shoot a little thing. I knew I shouldn't have put him up. Anyway, so actually one of my old residents is in the comments. And we got into it the very first time I met them. And he was like, oh, she too smart. Oh, she this, that, and the third. He wanted to speak to the manager and all that. And I was like, you can. He was like, and what's your name? Do you remember that? And I spelled it out. He was like, oh, you going to spell it. I am. Right? So, all right, this was the check. So she sent me this. She gave me back partial of my security deposit, right? Then she sent me the stuff when she served me with the little order that she wanted me to shut up. Well, these was her fake flights. Old girl trying to say she had flight plans. Yeah, I canceled those. Okay. So, where is it at? So she said she kept my security deposit because there was mold in her unit and it was making me sick. And she was like, no, I had it tested. Now, where is this at? Because I had to give it to the judge. It got to think. Oh, here you go. Look. Exhibit 2. Look at that. Exhibit 2. Your girl was on her, Olivia Pope. You know what I'm saying, today? And I watch enough Judge Judy to know. Because Judge Judy said, when you're winning in court, you shut up. When you're winning, you shut up. Come here. Hold on 1 second. Stay right there. Let me know y'all right there. Because I don't want him to eat this and choke. 1 second. 1 second. All right? Here. Let me give you a treat. Because you messing up the flow, Rico. All right, y'all, I'm back. Y'all know my son, he's like, look, I already was locked in the cage. You ain't say you was doing all this. All right, so she had tried to say that the reason why she had gave me back a partial security deposit, I had to start sipping, was because she had charged me for some mold test, and then she had charged me for rent, right? So she charged me for rent that I didn't even know that she had charged me for because I was already gone. So the judge was, he gave her little petty $300. Cool. So anyway, so we have exhibits 2, and then we have exhibits 1. So exhibits 1, and this is why I truly feel like this is also why things went into my favor, is because of this right here. If you living in a property and you truly feel like that the property is not up to par, and you really feel like the landlord is not doing the right things, I'm telling you to call the health department, because that's what I did. Call the health department. But the other thing is, once you move out of a unit, the health department does not have to, not the health department, your landlord, right? I'm telling you this, your landlord does not have to fix any of the things that you're saying they need to fix. So whether she fix them or not after you move out, or whoever your landlord is, it doesn't matter, right? So it is very important. So I called the health department, exhibit 1. They gave the estimate saying that that the repairs need to be done to the infrastructure, and that it appeared to be mold sores all in the bathrooms, in the bedrooms, and defective wood areas in the master's room and the master bedroom. Are y'all ready to get into these good pictures? And I'm like, I didn't even have to show any of this stuff, but it's better to be overly prepared than not prepared at all, okay? On top of that, I had written down with my chicken scratch everything that had occurred in this house. And for the most part, I can say, when my friends be having to go to court, or they be about to go to court, we trying to figure out if they want to go to court. Shout out to God for giving me some awareness, because they be calling me to get advice. And I did all of this myself. I filed the paperwork myself. I did all of that. I paid the fees, all this. So she had gotten served. Now, let me tell you this. She had gotten served with the papers. December 14th of 2023 is when she got served with the paperwork, right? She submitted, where her paperwork at? Because I was just so ready for this to be over and to move past. Oh, this was the good. Look, y'all, I'm just so excited. I'm all over there. This was the good cease and desist she tried getting me. Hold on, let me see. She said, you further stated that this mold was making you sick. These false claims were made in writing and shared with another party, which constitutes both slander and libel. So she's talking about, because what I did was, she must have watched me covering the unit on YouTube, and I also gave it to the homeowners association. So she was like, I made unwarranted stated. Your unwarranted statements have caused undue stress and harm to our reputations as landlords. We kindly request you cease and desist from spreading false information about the conditions of the condominium. Cool. She hit me with that. So when I did speak about it, I spoke about it privately. And this is public information. So yeah, girl, I'm talking about you, Slumlord Anitra Allen, aka Legacy Building Homes. Do not ever rent from that private landlord company, whatever you may do. Okay. So she let me go to the pictures. So she tried to say when she was talking to the judge this morning, because I had him on next to me. She was trying to say, the judge, he let me give my spiel. He asked her, what did she want to say? She said she had this. So y'all should have been there. I ain't lying. I looked over there at her paperwork, y'all. She had like a whole bold printed. She had a whole bold printed like this, right? Wait a minute, can y'all see? Maybe I might want to cut up one of the lights. Can y'all see it now? I dimmed down the light. But her thing was like all of this of what she wanted to say about me. Somebody said, who done pissed you off? K-Sean, girl. And I got the videos and stuff together too for Renew Your Body Butter. Girl, I took my old landlord to court, girl, and won. So she had wrote this whole debacle saying to the judge, he was like, okay. So she was like, well, I have it written down if you're ready for me. Y'all, she was sitting there. For one, when I walked in the courtroom, my good girlfriend, I was on Color People Time, had me running a little behind, but I got there, right? I had got there in time. The judge wasn't out yet or anything like that. And she was looking like, oh, I hope she don't come. So when I walked in that courtroom door, she looked at me. She like gave me this look like, oh, she came, right? So I'm in there. I'm not mad at you. I'm not looking at you dirty. I don't feel no type of way. This is business. This is not pleasure. You should have did your job, right? So I went ahead. She did all that. The judge was like, after I went, the judge was like, well, do you have anything that you want to say? Yo, I'm so glad. All I can say is fight for you, y'all. Y'all got to fight. You got to fight for yourself. You got to fight for yourself. Look, I don't know why she thought you wouldn't come. I don't know either. Oh, well, let me get back to that because I'm jumping around because I'm so excited. So she had gotten served, what I said. She had gotten served December the 14th. She got served December the 14th. She divided. Y'all, guess what she did? Because our court date was the day. Guess what she did? Where's it at? Hold on, y'all. I had it more together in the court, amen. She freaking, oh, here we go. This is what she did. She freaking, if you ask me, somebody said she thought you wasn't about your business. Clearly, she need to stop thinking, K-Sean. I'm sitting there with everything, the notes, the books, the photos, okay? So she got served December 14th. So so when you go to court, you guys submit exhibits. This is like the receipt you get for all the exhibits you submitted. You seen this? Yeah. Your girl did her thing. I'm just so proud of me. So she submits a request like February 8th or something like that. 5th, 6th, she submitted a request like February 6th or 8th or something like that. Why are they people calling me and I'm live? Hold on. Why are they calling me and I'm live? Hold on. I'm calming down because I don't want to lay nobody out because y'all know this is impromptu. They probably like, first of all, you usually live on Wednesdays. Yes, Candy, a lawyer. Listen, I'm telling you, ask your peoples. I'm 2 for 2 in the courtroom. I'm 2 for 2 in the courtroom. God is doing a thing, right? So she submits something. She submits something saying that she was going to be out of town. She wasn't going to be able to make it. Mind y'all, she had been served over 6 weeks. She had this in her possession, right? She had all this 6 weeks in her possession. Right? She says, always prevail, proud, the strong black woman. You never stop. Exactly. You never stop. And this is what I'm saying. Like, we got to fight for us. You have to fight for you. I don't care what it is. Take notes from this video. So when you go to court, if you need help fighting your baby daddy in child support court, or your baby mother in child support court, that's an area I'm good at too. Shout outs to me. I won that case too. And that fool had a lawyer. And I beat both of them by myself, but not by myself because the God was with me, okay? And I am just so excited. I'm just so excited. So she submitted this, would look like just a screenshot. Her name enough name on here, so it's fine. Y'all, she gonna submit this. She submitted this a couple, look, February 27th. She submitted this, because the date 27th, a couple weeks ago with her motion to, she wanted to postpone it because she was like, it's going to create a hardship for her. She gonna miss out on this. Mind you, she had already created a hardship for me because she had this filthy, dirty house that I didn't even know was like that until I moved in. So what I did was, I was like, I'm ready to get this behind me. I don't have time. So let me tell you this. So anytime, okay, so with the landlord tenants dispute, anytime that you go against your landlord or for whatever it may be, if you want to take your landlords to court, and then they put in there, they always get to have a response. So her response to it was that she was going to be on a plane at the same time of the court date, and she was going to miss out on money. She was going to miss out, and it was creating a hardship for her. Girl, you better go in and get your good credit back from Delta. Stop playing with me, acting like this was causing such a whole hardship on you. I am, girl. I'm listening. That's why I say listen. God do everything. So when she did that, when she asked for the postponement, right? I went back. So you will have 15 days to respond to that. So I had 15 days to respond if I wanted to either let it go, if I wanted to petition it. You could do that, right? Let me tell y'all. Oh no, I said, first of all, you got to look at the stuff people submit, okay? I was like, first of all, this ain't showing the date, the time, nor when she purchased the plans. So I went back to court, didn't I? She wasn't thinking about it because, like I told y'all, she had me served with this. I think like a week or two, or like a few weeks ago before the court case, and I was like, not you had the paperwork for over a month and knew that you were going to need to cancel. So I sure did. I went right up there. I was trying to show you all the timestamp. I went right up there on Valentine's Day. Okay. Yes, you heard me. The next day after my birthday. So y'all got to see me celebrate my birthday on the 13th. And the next morning, I had to take my cute ass to court. Right? So, where you at? Oh, here we go. Wait a minute, it's too much. See that? February 14th. Valentine's Day. Okay? She had some little case today. Who are you talking about? Oh, yeah, thank you. She's giving the comments that let y'all know what I had today. And I went right up there and I said, here I go. I oppose the motion for continuance filed by the defendant. That just sounds smart. It is filed very closely to the trial date. There is no indication when defendant made her alleged travel arrangements. A postponement prejudiced the rights of the plaintiff. Financially, defendant's actions have caused the plaintiff, to borrow money to relocate and to pay credit card bills incurred due to defendant's action. Defendant was served December 14th, 2023, and waited over 6 weeks to file the motion. Stop playing with me. Who she thought? Yeah. Who she thought? You understand? What Nikki say? You apologize, but it's still treason. Move on my time. I ain't no demon. Okay? Okay? Who she thought was coming to court today? So for one, I tried to resolve this issue, as I told, Your Honor. I tried to resolve the issue without going to court. She had blocked me. I was like, she blocked me. She terminated the lease and everything like that. So we were going back and forth, child. It came time for her to talk. Oh, I was supposed to be showing y'all the pictures. See, usually this is why my moderators, I usually have moderators because they can keep me on track. So I can show y'all the pictures. So she was like, well, can I go over my spackle? Like I told y'all, she had this whole long thing written down she wanted to say. So she was like, oh, this is it. She was like, on such and such, she was like on such and such date, Candace. She asked me, y'all listen. That's why you don't be letting people know stuff. She did exactly what a man would do. She used my transgressions against me, right? She said, when people try to tell a story to their benefit, she said, she asked me, she wanted me to approve her application without her actually having to submit an application or to do the application. This, that, and the third. And I'm sitting there, I ain't giving her nothing. Because, it is what it is. The judge said what I said, and I ain't even had to say it. So he was like, whoa, let's move on. Let's fast forward because it doesn't matter. Because clearly she moved in. She did the application. She paid you. You moved her in. She tried to take something that a conversation I had with her. And what I said to her was, I said, what is it that you're looking for? What will get you to deny somebody? See, this is how people alter the truth. What will get someone denied with your property? I've never done a private landlord. And they still have to follow the laws, but they will tweak some things to their liking. And that's with anything. The owner always have the final say so. The owner can override everything. So keep that in mind too. So I was like, I've already sent out a whole bunch of applications, spent a bunch of application fees, doing different things. I was like, thank you. I was like, look, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep spending all this money if you already know you're going to deny me. What she failed to say was I showed up with a copy of my credit report and credit score. She left that part out, right? But the judge was like, he ain't even care about that. But I'm telling y'all the backhand since she wanted to put it out there. So I showed up with my credit report, credit score, and everything. And I was like, this is what it is. This is what it looks like. What are my chances of you approving me? You know what I mean? And she was like, well, whatever the case may be. I did tell her, I have a show. She forgot to say that during... Hold on. You see what I'm saying? This is why I keep witnesses for everything. She left out, which it didn't matter because the judge ain't want to hear it anyway, but I'm telling y'all. She left out the fact that she said that maybe we could work something out and I could advertise her business on my show. Let's let that sink in. Let's let that sink in. So when it comes time for you to have to do your job, you want to say, oh, she was trying to get me to let her move in without doing an application. I never said that. I never said that. Maybe that's what she heard. Maybe that's what she heard. That's what she heard. Baby, that's what she heard. That's why when you talk to people, you got to ask them, well, what did you hear? Because people that hear something you ain't say all the time. Happens to me often. So she said that I could advertise her show, her business on my show. Nor did she say that when she came to approve my application, she called me and said, I watched your show. I said, oh, you did? And the show she watched, come on, y'all know I like to, y'all know I ain't lying. I've been known to be a lot of things, and a liar ain't never been one of them. I don't care who you talk to. I don't care if they mad, they my friend, or they weren't my friend. I don't have the reputation of being a liar. Never have. That's why I despise liars so much. She said, yeah, the show that I watched was, I'm pulling it up, was Stop Accepting Average. Let's let that sink in. Let me tell you how God works. Wait a minute, because they just helped me realize something. Y'all know everything works together. When she met me, she watched the show called Stop Accepting Average. So if you watch the show where I talked about stop accepting average, what made you think that I was going to allow you to move me into some filth? Ooh, God is good when he be helping me make my points. And when I tell y'all, I don't accept less than anything in my life, period. Not just relationships, not friendships, not workships, not nothing. So when I come here every week, I'm being straight up honest with y'all. Look at this. This was my stove. This was my stove. This, since you want to lie, Miss Man, but it don't matter because I won. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. This was my kitchen drawers. Grape jelly substance of some kind. So whenever you're trying to identify something and you're not quite sure what it is, even if it looks like what it is you think it is, always use substance. Always use the word substance. That's what the police department taught me. So I was like, I told them even in the paperwork, there was some jelly substance of some kind because I don't know what the heck it was. So these were my cabinets. This was the top of the refrigerator. Don't mind the bleach. That bleach in that container was mine. So I kind of feel like the judge ain't even request to see the pictures. You know, when you're doing good and you right, the judge ain't even request to see the pictures because I was already killing her. I was already killing her in the courtroom, right? You know the little whoop, whoop, whoop in the refrigerator. We could take a name. My pantry. The inside of the cabinets. What? Now you tell me what y'all think. So I was in the house and I didn't even know. I put stuff in the dryer and the dryer just would not get the clothes dry. You know, the dryer would not get dry. The clothes were wet. I would have to put them on like 3 and 4 cycles. Then I learned through my own investigation that she had never even changed the washing machine and dryer. It had been there for about 20 years. And I got that from the HOA lady because she knew the prior, what's it called? She was. As exactly what she was doing. No tennis. Right. Now, mind y'all, I didn't know this. Because she had so many excuses. I didn't know this. This is all things I found once I moved in. Look at this. This is why my clothes wouldn't get dry. This is why my clothes would not get dry. And when her maintenance man came and changed it, along when I told the health department, I was like, that could have started a fire. Look, screws was inside of there. Screws were inside of there. Okay. Where the rest of it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. Okay. This was my bedroom windowsills. Let's talk about it. Since you want to say I tried to get you to move me in somewhere without an application, stop lying. I asked you, what were my chances? And because you were the owner specifically, and I was dealing with you directly, what were my chances? I'm not about to pay another. I'm not about to pay another. I'm sorry, another phone call. They keep calling me. I'm not about to pay another damn security deposit for you to hit me with a no. Look, right? This was my daughter room. Look at this wall. Look at it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And then let me tell y'all, do y'all see this? Because I want y'all to pay attention. Because let me tell y'all what she told the judge it was. What do y'all think listen. Now, when I spoke to this lady, And I got out text messages to prove that. I ain't need that either. Because when you write, you write. She said, what did she say? What did she say? She said that she knew about the mold and stuff, right? But she said it wasn't mold. She said that it was, let me tell them I'm live so they can stop calling me. She said, oh, that it was not mold. It was, I sprayed Febreze on the wall to remove the wallpaper that was on the wall. Yeah, let that foolishness sink in. What? Yeah, that's what it was. She didn't say Fred softener. Oh yeah, you know what? Since she's sport, that was my witness, y'all. I was trying to keep it quiet, but that was my good girlfriend. That one would be the court. She's the reason I found this daggone filthy unit. Y'all see the stains on the carpet? You see Roy the Roach? Do you see Roy the Roach? You see Roy the Roach? I ain't grew up with roaches, and I'm not knocking nobody who did. When I was calling my friends, and I was like, oh my God, this house has roaches. I don't know if it's the same roach that was in the kitchen. I don't know. I had never unpacked. They was like, oh, well, you could have just knocked it over. We used to just empty and move the, and we didn't just, when I was growing up, we usually just poured the roaches out and still ate the cereal. Oh, okay, that wasn't my story. Sorry. That wasn't my story. Look at the stains in the carpet. That wasn't my story. I ain't had roaches. My mother moved us out in the county. We had spiders, thousand legs, silverfish. Shit we ain't recognized. Centipedes. That's what I grew up with. I ain't grew up with roaches. She said, these spots that the health department deemed mold spores was because she sprayed fabric softener to try to remove wallpaper. She had never said that. Out of all the interactions I did with this woman, never said that. So when she said that in court today, I was like, like, she ain't never told me that. And I talked to this woman. I got proof of this woman. Never saying. So this is light, and the light is in here, so you probably won't be able to see it. But if your eyes are good, depending upon how nosy you is, only the ones who probably be going through their baby father stuff might can find all the stains. But I'll help you. Here, that dark spot all the way and all the way on this side. All of that is a big old dark circle. So I'm moving and cleaning. These was the walls. I ain't gonna lie. When she said that, I wanted to bust out laughing. Because y'all know, like, I just laugh. Anytime somebody may be being serious sometimes, and anytime, like, I don't know, my mom used to yell at us all the time in school because the teachers would be like, oh, she just laughs. She don't take anything serious. No, I don't know what it is. The shit be funny. Like, it just be funny because I don't know. I think my insides be like, oh, you're really going there? Like, really? Oh, you really feel away. But this lady said it was fabric softener on the walls. So, y'all, in her defense, this wasn't mold. It was fabric softener. This was the back of the bathroom door. And it went even further down, and even some of this little stuff was on the wall. And you know how when you let black people know what's going on, right? One of my friends was like, well, they seen the pictures of the roach. They knew I had the roach. They was like, it looked like roach feces. I said, I don't know. Never experienced. I do not know what roach poop looked like. I do not know what roach poop looked like. This, And this was in the bathroom. So those walls I showed y'all was in the bathroom. This is the bathroom. This was the freaking tub, y'all. Hold on. Look at that. The dirt and filth from the previous residents because it was set down too long. So I suggest that any of y'all that have these mats in the tub, I don't like them. In fact, they keep more dirt than you think they do. And she didn't even reglaze the tub. So whenever you move into a property, your tub should be reglazed. So y'all should know that. The whole bathroom should be reglazed and stuff like that. This was the pantry in the bathroom. The towel. When I asked her about this, she blamed it on her previous residents because she said her previous tenants were trifling and destroying her unit. Look at that. Peeling all around there. I asked this lady to fix all of this stuff. Now and again, she knew I was in property management. She knew I was. But my girlfriend was like, I feel like the reason why she said she was going to have to think about, wanting you to move in was because she was trying to see if it was going to be a good thing because I was going to make her fix the stuff. She wasn't just going to be able to throw me in the house. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people who are living in conditions that they cannot afford to get out of. It's some people that are living in these conditions with breathing machines. I was placed on a steroid and I was placed on an inhaler twice. Mind y'all, I only lived in this house for 23 days. You heard me. 23 days. And out of the 23 days, I was there only like 13. So this was the walls. This was there when I did the walkthrough the very first time when her tenants were still there and she was saying that she was going to fix it and everything. She just kept telling me and my friend, oh, everything will be fixed. Everything will be fixed. She told me she did fresh paint. This was on the wall when she told me she did fresh paint. And every time I came to her with an issue, because remember, she did fresh paint. Every time I came to her with an issue, she kept telling me I could move. You're not locked into a lease. It's month to month. You can move. And I didn't know why she kept saying I could move. I didn't know why she had kept saying that. But I mean, now I know why. So then not only did she show up in court loud and wrong, even her proof was loud and wrong. Are y'all keeping up? I think it's something else I want to show y'all. Her own evidence was wrong. I'm going to show y'all that too. This was the floor in the living room / I guess like dining area because it was a condo. She didn't even take the entire new floor replacement all the way to the patio. Nails out there. So when we walk out there, we get the nail in our foot and everything. And I only knew that. And I looked at it and I was like, it's pink. And that's when the HOA lady said, oh, the previous people who lived here, such and such, such and such, he lived here. He had gotten sick, passed away. And they moved. I guess this lady brought it. But she was like, the whole house was pink. She said, I don't know what's going on. She said, but the lady, the whole house was pink. She had pink carpet, pink walls, pink everything, pink borders. It was pink, pink, pink. I love pink. That's my favorite color. So this was the light fixtures. So I was moving in, replacing light bulbs. 2 of the glass pieces right here were not there in the wall. And I had to replace the light bulbs. Now the funny thing is that I didn't even become like a bitch about it. I went ahead, I replaced the light bulbs, I did everything. You know what I mean? And I asked her, I was like, how many properties do you have? She said she had some up in PG County. Y'all can look up the court case. I'll tell you one thing. It feels good when you got a court case in case search and it don't say judgment granted on the defendant. I don't know about you. Okay, you can sit there and act like you always had your best life, the best credit, whoop, 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 whoop. You ain't got no story. I do. So this is the second time I went to court and won. So when everybody be talking about, oh, they be feeling, the system is made against us and we oppressing and all this, the devil is a lie. I don't subscribe to that because my life is saying otherwise and God is showing me otherwise. This is why you got to learn and do some stuff for yourself. You got to do some stuff for yourself. Don't allow people to put their own stuff on you. Because a few people told me, was like, no, I don't think you should do it. I think you should just let it go. You moved out of there. Your place is better. Oh, my new condo is like 10 times like, oh my God. And then it's crazy because when something isn't right or something isn't for you, because the only good news that I had received was the approval to move in her place. I was in there. I had began having nightmares. I was always having like a bad dream. Me and my daughter was just like arguing refusively. Like I had just, I pay attention. I had noticed a whole shift had happened. That the house, the energy and everything within that house was just like, I don't even want to say dark, but it was chaotic. But the previous tenants, when I came, and I was only there for those little bit of days, everybody in the building would see me and would talk to me and was like, we are so glad that finally some nice people, someone nice has moved in, someone, who's courteous. They said the previous residents was monsters. First of all, they need to go after her because they had got into it or something, and the previous tenants had like took hot grease or something, poured it all like in the carpet of the condos, tried to go pull on a neighbor. So they need to sue who I sued this morning for them to replace. Okay. Then on top of that, her own staff member, which she learned today, because he liked to run his little mouth, her good maintenance man, who also try to holler at me, talking about here come be the maintenance man at my new place. Send in my address when I move. What? Are you what? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Right? So he tried to hit on me too. And so then he did say it. And my good girlfriend was present. He was like, she a slumlord. She's not gonna like you, and I don't think you're gonna be here because you are making her fix it up. So this fool, he gonna tell me, and he was black too. Black people will always give you some kind, and I ain't gonna say all, but this is me. If you don't like it, change the channel. Black people will always try to give you some type of advice to keep you down, to keep you not wanting to go forward, to keep you from trying all the time. Basically only wants to do the minimum. Right. He was like, she only wanted to do minimum. He was like, you're gonna make her put money into the property. I said, well, if she ain't want to put money into the property, then maybe she shouldn't be a property owner. See, with this situation, along with other situations have taught me is a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, right? A lot of people want to own businesses. You go over here, you're getting your real estate license. You're going over here, you're getting your credit together, you're getting business loans, and you're going over here and you're renting properties and you're doing Airbnbs and you taking people money, but you don't have the first knowledge about customer service, being courteous, having any morals and integrity. I think somebody said it in the comments that she should not have moved nobody in that house like that. She should not, if the house wasn't ready, she should have said the house wasn't ready. Then told me that the reason why she had to figure out what she was going to give me from my security deposit because she had got the house painted. But that was a lie that I didn't even have to yes, have you on that. Exactly. I ain't even have to retract that in the courtroom because the judge ain't really want to hear none of that. She was on mute. Basically, she was on mute. Every time she spoke, he shut her up. Let's talk about it. And he didn't even look at the pictures. I said, would you like to see the pictures? He was like, no. Whew! Thank you, Jesus. He was like, no. No. So I was like, damn, I wasted my money. So I'm like, I'm going to come in and court today. He was like, no, I don't need to see him. And he said, quite frankly, he asked her, is there anything in your lease that says that you can take security deposits for testing? Oh, that's what I said. Exhibit 3. When I said even her own evidence she presented was wrong, and I wish I wouldn't have said it because now she know, but I don't care because now she know. I had to say that to set the tone that I was not playing with you today, because I said, in your honor, just in case he was going to try to honor her with that, taking my money, stealing my money for her testing. Exhibit 2. I said, in your honor. He said, yes. I said, in the unit in questioning that she submitted with the paperwork as the reason as to why she took the $500 out of my security deposit. I don't want to say deposit. I want to say deficit. Out of my deficit, okay? What she took out of my deficit, my security deficit. Yeah, that just make me feel more like I'm not playing. Deposit sounds regular. Deficit sound like yeah, she's about that. So I said, Your Honor, they didn't even test the right unit. This says I lived in unit 303. That's inaccurate. I lived in unit 203. So not even the company she had come perform the test. They didn't even perform it on the right unit, because she kept saying that I was spreading false rumors and damaging the reputation of her company, and that the test came back negative. But what she submitted to you showing that the test was negative was not the address and unit that I lived in. Correct building, wrong unit. So with that said, you see, okay. And then, girl, since you just said that, I lost my point. Okay, because I didn't even know that the company, I like when you show up because you always get me to go into more. The company that she used and the people that she used, girl, was her maintenance man. And it's fine. You can use who you want. Was her maintenance man. Company. Under his wife's name, which he told me him and the wife is beefing. See, I got stories for days. Where he told me him and the wife was beefing, and he's trying to get a divorce, but she refused to give up his last name, and that's why all this stuff keeps going to her. Okay, she don't even know I know all that, which is irrelevant. Is he certified to do those tests? Not he married and trying to get with you, girl. That's what they be doing. Listen, that's what they do out here in these streets. They be out here fussing about the single woman, but be taking and trying to get with the single woman. See, now you trying to take this conversation somewhere else. They out here talk about the single women bitter because they ain't married. Well, with the married people looking quite miserable out this mother effer, okay? They looking real miserable out here, okay? Trying to have me like Drew Hill, somebody sleeping in my bed. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. So I was like, not only is she, you hit it with words, incompetent as a business owner, she ain't even, Oh, this is what I was saying. I feel like when she did this, she was leading with her ego. And ego is always the first voice to respond. And the ego will have you caught up in some stuff. Because all the paperwork didn't make sense. Now, when she had the maintenance man paperwork had my unit. This is how you know. Had my unit on here. You understand? But null and void, that don't matter. Okay? Because the company you allegedly had come tested, boo-boo, put unit 303, living room, bedroom, front room, exterior, balcony, low levels, and they said it was low levels in seasonal mode. I didn't even know there was a such thing as seasonal mode. Did y'all know that? And my drink almost gone, which means I'm about to be gone. So I'm hoping that I got some of y'all through y'all work day. But if you ever going against a landlord and you don't know what to do, watch this video, refer your friends to this video. You said, nope, I ain't know either. But apparently there is seasonal mode, which is also known as general mode. So clearly there was some mold in my goddamn house. But it was low levels of it, so it wouldn't cause any issues. This is what the company said, that she had come test. Look at this. The wrong freaking unit. I did not live there. So I will say this. Oh, definitely. She's clearly lazy because she could have had him correct that before submitting it. Yes. That part. Even when I received it, I was like, oh, she couldn't have looked at this paperwork, because if I'm going to court and I really feel like that the money that I withheld from this tenant is really owed to me, I'm gonna make sure everything lines up, because that's what you got to do. I'll make sure everything lines up. That's just his little certificate. So I don't recommend anybody rent from her. I'm so glad I'm finally able to talk about it, because she didn't really want me to talk about it. And I listened, but you know what I learned too? I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did listen to God, because my ego showed up like, this is my platform. You don't tell me what to say. If I wanted to be controlled about what I wanted to say, I would go do somebody else's platform. This is my platform. So if you don't like what I say, and if you feel a way, don't watch it. And then the other thing too is, I say it all the time. I come here and I tell, like, when I say Candy Coated Secrets is a show that talk about real life events and experiences that people go through. It's in the title. So clearly people don't read, right? So, what I've learned over the years is that when their role isn't proper in my life, and I come here and I just talk about it and tell what I learned from it, and just give techniques and different things and tools that I use to rise above it, they feel away. They be feeling away, because it's like, oh, you talking about me. You cannot control how, let me tell you this. Listening, I need you listening. Give me some love, hearts. Give me some hearts if you're listening. You cannot control how people choose to show up in your life. You cannot control how they choose to act, or how they choose to be experienced in your life. Okay? Only they can be in control of themselves. And I tell everybody, if you do not like the role you've played in my life, then I suggest you play a different role. Because I'm not going to water down my experience. Definitely not going to water down my experience with you and whomever it may be. I lost this girl. I don't even want to call her a friend, because she was never a friend. But this one chick, recently, like a year or so, like last year sometime, was like, she felt the way because I said that to her after the issue had occurred and we had already talked about it. I moved past it. She still felt the way about it. And I said, oh, I can't control how you chose to show up in my experience. What you did is what you did. I'm not sparing the truth to make your ego or to make your self-esteem feel better. I'm not doing that. If you don't like it, then you do better and you be in my life better. That's why anybody that's an ex, I don't ever say, oh, they was bad, they was trifling. You know, don't get me wrong. If I told stories, you could be the judge, but no, they just wasn't what I wanted in a person. That's it. And I always say, it's cool for those who think it's cool when people out here doing fuck shit to people. And it's cool for those who think it's cool to be with people who don't have no morals, integrity, none of that. It's cool. I don't have a problem with any of it. It just ain't for me. It just ain't for me. And you have that right. So I said all that to say everything works together for a reason. Because like I said, I have, a history of knowing how to work the court system, a history of knowing how to work, in property management and deal with these issues. And I've also added child support to my belt. You know what I mean? So I'm familiar. I'm familiar in those areas. Am I expert at them? Oh no, in no way, shape, or form am I giving you lawful advice. I'm telling you what I did, and it worked for me. And the judge ain't have a problem with it. So, finish telling us what the judge said. So with the judge, also, I seen that earlier, I forgot. And so also with that, the judge just was like, you got to fast forward. Told her, you got to fast forward because it doesn't matter. So he was like, is there anything in your lease that says that you can take people's security deposits? And she was like, no. He was like, I'm ready to make a decision. I'm ready to make a decision. Okay. I was like, here we go. In a case of, I felt like a nigga was on more. You are the father. Oh, wait, because I just picked this up and I'm about to go. He said to her, so you took the money out for testing. You kept the money for testing and you didn't believe. And even though he said the health department gave you a citation, she was like, that's what she was like, well, that was not that. I had fabric softener on the walls. He was like, ma'am, did the health department give you a citation? She was like, yes, but it was immediately closed because she had moved out. He said, did they give you a citation? She was like, yes. He was like, okay. Court is ready to rule. Yeah, big coated, not the little one. I told y'all that. Even my records speak the truth. Big coated, not the little one. And I'm just excited. I am not gloating. I'm not doing any of that, y'all. I am so excited. I'm just excited because so many people, was trying to tell me, let it go. Just take what she gave you. Keep it moving. Don't worry about it. I was like, nah. I've always fought for what's right. I don't like to see people be mistreated. Like, I don't like any of that. I've always fought for what's right. You know what I mean? Always. You know what I'm saying? Yes, not the little one. So it's just like, I couldn't help it. Sometimes I need to mind my business. But, I ain't here. And this is the day that was just placed on my heart for me to come and tell y'all about it because it could help somebody. That you may be in an issue, in a situation where you're trying to figure out what to do and you don't know what to do, no matter what it may be. It may not even be related to court. It may just be with trusting yourself and having a positive outlook on something. The one thing I did say, the whole time I was going up against this, I was not fearful at all. I never had a doubtful thought. It starts in your mind. I never had a doubtful thought. I never had a doubtful thought. I had a needing to get everything together thought. I had that. You know what I'm saying? And, I hear, you always hear people say, Well, I feel like this too. Everybody, you got to know where you are in life. Not everybody wants to buy a home. Not everybody wants to get married. Not everybody wants relationships. All of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where we just got to start respecting people's decisions and choices that they're choosing to make. You know what I'm saying? I like to move, and I love a maintenance man. When something go on, I can call somebody. I ain't got to call BG&E. I ain't got to make sure it's covered under warranty. I don't got to do none of that. So right now, for me, it's perfect for me. And so what I will say, which she doesn't know, which I hope maybe she will watch since she wanted to serve me with papers. I will say this. Before I did leave out of her house, before I moved, I prayed over all my stuff. But I prayed over the whole house. And let me tell you how it works. That I prayed for her to do the right thing by the next tenants. I did. I asked God to position her heart to do the right thing. And if she wanted to run her business properly and to become aware and to treat people right. And that whomever she moved into that house, that she got things in order. Let me tell you how God even answered that prayer. Now, I don't know what she's doing with it, but let me tell you this. Since then, you know, because I didn't understand some of this stuff when they say pray for your enemies or pray for those who have wronged you. Ooh, that was something I never knew and something I never understood. But this is why I do my best. I used to be a grudge holder somebody. I don't do it. I think somebody in the group was talking about something and it was like, oh, people being victims. I said I ain't been a victim in 7 years. I don't claim that mindset. But here it is. She now has a property management company running that property. Ain't God good? Even for her. She don't even know I prayed for that for her. That was one of my prayers to God for her. And still got out though. Still got some stuff. You know, I can tell y'all, maybe I can tell y'all that in the back end. But definitely. But now she has a property company. And on top of that, she lowered the rent. So my thing is, you could have did that for me. But she lowered the rent. So now she has a property management company running it. And she lowered the rental amount. So God is always working. And if you pray to him, he'll listen. And sometimes if you get lucky enough, he'll allow you to still see it and be alive to see your prayers either be answered or people receive their karma. And then one day your goal is to get to the place and be so rooted that you don't even care what the outcome's going to be because you're too busy being caught up in your mess. Now, granted, the judge was like, you know, y'all can bring it back. He was like, you know, you got the right to contest my decision. She got the right to contest my decision. Y'all both can fight it. I'm like, okay. But I said, that chapter is closed. It's time to move on. So run me my coin. Give me my money. And then we can really put it together and be done. And she has a paper trail that will allow future tenants to look her up should they rent from her to protect themselves. Yes. And when in doubt, just ask me because she was not good. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all today. I'm in such a great mood. Everybody get a car. I'm about to meet my sister for happy hour. You know, us Black people, we always find a reason to celebrate. I celebrate me. We got to celebrate the little wins. Fight for yourself. Fight for yourself, y'all. You know, if you want custody, you don't want custody, you want the child support, you don't want the child support, you feel like she wrong for having the babies, you feel like this, go to court. If you ain't standing on it and going to court, don't even complain about it. Because you will win, but it's all about how you feel about it. So like I said, I had a whole positive outlook on this. From the time I filed this case, I knew I was going to win. From the time I filed it, I knew I was going to win. I can't explain it. I can't describe it. Did those thoughts come in? Of course, when you're talking to people who be trying to throw things like, well, you think, yeah, that's possible, but Oh, and before we get out of here, even the other people was like, I don't think you're gonna win. I don't know. I don't foresee it. Oh, okay. Because I even ran it by like an attorney, like, this is everything. Here's everything that's written up. Well, usually in landlord-tenant disputes, the courts favor the landlord. Oh, okay. That's what he told me. He was like, usually in landlord, the courts favor the landlord. Oh, till I showed up. And honestly, I'm really 3 for 3 now that I think about it. Because this is not the first time I went up against a landlord. I went up against a landlord in like 2009 and I won. Plus, I was ordered not to pay rent for like 3 months. Dad, look at this. All this coming back. Well, yeah, Naya was like 6 at the time. My daughter was 6 at the time. Now she's grown. I won. So yeah, I'm 3 for 3. Let me correct that because I said I was 2 for 2. I'm 3 for 3. So it was the first one where I ended up living there and that was behind my air conditioner going out in the house. So yeah, y'all, when it's certain heat outside, yeah, they didn't want to fix the air. They took too long fixing the air conditioning unit. I won that and got to live there for additional 3 months without paying any money. My child support case, he showed up with a lawyer. I showed up with me and Jesus. Did it on him. And this one, I showed up with me, my witness who was present in the live, and Jesus. Okay? So yeah. It's Friday. No, it ain't Friday. Look at me. I'm so pumped up. I'm like, it's Friday. Girl, it's Tuesday. So I will be here again tomorrow. I'm going to call back everybody who was calling me. But yeah, y'all. Oh my gosh. And did y'all watch Wendy Williams documentary? I got to refill my cup. Take my son outside. And then go to happy hour. Okay? So fight for you at all costs. You understand? And stop letting people tell you about what's going to happen to you. And also, I did all that while wearing my Lil B's boutique lashes. Yeah, shout out. Go get your lashes from her. See y'all. I will see y'all Wednesday.